Talking all in vain. Oh, there may come a day when I can give my soul a vow. Right now I need my space and time. I'll give you everything one day, you know I will somehow. I'm gonna hold on to my pride.
I know you're not doing that for me, though. Welcome to the finals of the U.S. College Comedy Competition, which is brought to you by CERTS. And can we kill that video? Can we do that? Thanks. Okay, tonight we have the finals of the U.S. College Comedy Competition and a very special comedy performance by Mr. Jerry Seinfeld, who's with us. Jerry is the national judge. Let me give you a little background on how we all got here. We went to 80 schools over the last couple months, and we had about 2,000 people enter. And we had comedy competitions all across the country, and these three guys that you're going to see tonight represent the best of those 2,000. So they're going to go on, the winner of this competition is going to go on to comedy club performances in New York, and past winners have gone on to appear on numerous television specials. I'd like you guys to please remember something. Comedy is a tough thing, and this is going to be very hard, so I'm going to ask you to be as quiet as you can. And really, this is a hard job, and this is kind of nervous for these guys, as you can imagine, flying all the way down here and getting in front of a big crowd. So really be as helpful and supportive as you can. Now, I know you don't want to hear about me talk anymore, so I'd like to bring up our national judge, guy who has his HBO. You've seen him as a host of the Montreal Comedy Festival. You're going to see him this month on Showtime on the Aspen Comedy Festival. Next month, he's the host on the Spy Magazine special on NBC and his own NBC show, The Seinfeld Chronicles. Ladies and gentlemen, Jerry Seinfeld.
Thank you, thank you. Please, everyone, please. Thank you. Oh, please. Thank you very much. Thank you, please. Thank you. Please stop, thank you, stop. I'm only kidding. Thank you, you're really nice. Thank you, it's very Thank you, love, I love you. There's food over there, see the sign? Somewhere in that area, in that wall is food. It's great to be over there. There's a bar. I don't know if you can see it. Check it out. It's great to be here at the Aspen Comedy Festival. No, I'm kidding. We're in Daytona Beach, obviously, where people want to be so clean. What? Thank you. You know, these kids that are coming up here, they're just like you. Imagine. Thank you. Sounds like high school assembly day, doesn't it? We've got three terrific young guys coming. These are the best of thousands of funny people. Of all the funny people that there are in schools all over America, these are the only three that we thought are funny enough to stand in a hotel utility room here in Daytona Beach in front of a CERT sign and do 5 minutes. That's how good these three guys are. And remember when you're listening to these kids and you're thinking about, is this funny or is this just a new guy? Just remember, it's two goddamn mints in one. How many times do we have to tell you people, it's 2 mints? A lot of people going around, do you want a mint? It's not 1 mint, it's 2. You know what I love about the CERTS commercials is when they tell you about the Retsin. You know, like we know what the hell Retsin is. That's what happens if you take too much Retsin. That's what can happen to you. A victim of too much Retsin. What is Retsin? All we know is somewhere, some guy in a laboratory in a white coat went, I think it needs more Retsin. Let's give them an extra drop. Well, they always show you how the Retsin works. So they show you the human body, you know, usually this guy. You know, that guy, no face, mouth open. That's how drug companies see the public. They always show you and it's always like, it shows you the mouth, and then there's a tube coming down, and then the circle. These are the complex inner workings of the human body. I'm sure when you go to medical school, that's what they put up on the board the first day. They go, okay, everyone, now remember, there's a tube coming down, and then there's the circle. That's pretty much all we know. That's it for today. Don't miss tomorrow. We're going to practice making people wait in a little room in their underwear. Then you'll be ready for the final exam. Then they always tell you about the strength that the product has. You know, every medicine that they have, extra. There's no strength anymore. Nothing is just strength. It's always extra. Or some people want maximum. Give me the maximum human dosage. Give me everything I can physically stand. So what is the next level of these things? They have regular, then they have extra, down there is maximum. So how are they going to top that? A lethal dose of pain-relieving ingredient? How much pain are people in? I don't know. Did you ever try and figure out what medicine to take? One is quick-acting, one is long-lasting. When am I going to feel worse, now or later? It's very hard to figure that out. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to introduce our first gladiator. What are you taking pictures of? I'm not even doing anything. What's that? Thank you. I love you too. I love you too. All right, now this first young man, and I met these three guys, they're very nice people. They're just like you. Well, except it's their ass on the line. So try and feel for them and be supportive, you know. A lot of the stuff they're going to be doing is not funny. You know, they know that. You know that, I know that. But no, actually, they are pretty good. A lot of these guys have worked many places. This fella's 20 years old. Right? That means a lot. That's something that impresses all of us. Gee, 20. Wow. He's a junior at Rutgers University in New Jersey. And what was that for? Was that for being a junior? New Jersey or Rutgers? What was that for? Okay, shut up, shut up. He's performed at the East Side Comedy Club on Long Island. That's a dump, I've been there. The comic strip in New York City. He's recently opened for comedian Chris Rock. Yeah, we heard of him. So please welcome Steve McLaughlin. Steve McLaughlin.
Thank you. Let me move this out of my way. How's everybody doing? How's Daytona Beach? Good, good, good. Thank you. Yes, that's my name. That's Steve McLaughlin. That's my name. It's an Irish name. How many Irish people in here? Good. That makes me feel at home. I have problems with that name because a lot of people don't believe me that that's my name. You know, like, you know, in class when you have like roll call first day of class, they're like, Johnny Sombrowski, here. Dave Barkowskis, here. Steve McLaughlin, yo. It's my name. You know, people, they don't believe me. You know, it really upsets me because I want to do an Irish Spring commercial. You know what I mean? Because I'll be on the set talking about, hi, my name is Steve McLaughlin, and I use Irish Spring. Clean as a whistle. You know, it's funny. I have to change up Lucky Charms commercials if I had to do something. You know, they'd be like, now it's orange stars, green clovers, blue diamonds, and black-eyed peas. I can't see, you know, brother at a barbecue talking about, excuse me, lad, could you pass me the watermelon? I can't understand. I would never see that. Oh, man, that really gets me crazy. That pisses me off. Things that piss me off. I got to talk about some things that just upset me a little bit. Have you ever been to, like, a sporting event and, you know, somebody dies or something like that, they give you a moment of silence, you know, to pray or whatever. It used to piss me off because they never give you enough time. You know what I mean? To pray, they were like, let's bow our head, give a moment of silence for Arnold Shimsham for giving his life to science or something like that. And you're like, Arnold, okay. Dear God, I just want to say thank you. I'm not done yet. You know, that kind of gets me angry, man. A couple other things that get me angry. What else gets me angry? Have you ever driven in the daytime, and you see people driving with their headlights on? I mean, why? I mean, what's the rationale behind that? They're like, oh, I'm driving and the sun's out, and I can't see. Let's put those lights on. You know, that really gets me angry. One other thing. Oh, and I have nothing against Elvis Presley. I have nothing against him. I love his music. But they should let him rest in peace. You know what I mean? Because everything is everything. That brother's making more money dead than he was alive. You know, I mean, it's like remembering Elvis. Yeah, well, how can you forget him? You know, it's a TV show on every day. Oh man. Let's see. Anything else that pisses me off? Nah, that's me. I like to watch a lot of TV. You know, I like the Addams Family. Anybody like the Addams Family? That was some good stuff, because the Addams Family had something in the beginning that everybody could do. Everybody could snap their fingers. Nobody knew the words, but everybody could snap their fingers, you know, and everybody joined in. It was like, da-da-da-da, 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 da-da-da-da. The Addams Family. Oh man, that was something, man. I like movies. Friday the 13th, I used to like. But it pissed me, that's another thing that pissed me off, because they never knew how to kill him. They never knew how to kill Jason. And he has that crazy walk, like, you know, and then you have people running, they always fall down or something like that. You know, you can have the most healthiest person on earth. Carl Lewis could be in that movie, and Jason will still catch up. You know, he's underneath the mask talking about, I'm gonna start a show, I gotta get him. No, they need to put me in it, because I'll be like, yo, Jason, heard you've been terrorizing Manhattan. What's up with that? Oh, okay, Jason, let me tell you that. Oh, Jason, I don't believe you just did. I don't believe what you just did, Jason. You stepped on my sneakers. You stepped on my sneakers. Oh, I'm sorry, Jason. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, Jason. I forgot I gotta do the music, right? All right, Jason. I'll see you later. I'm going to McDonald's. Give me a burger. Oh man. So I'm gonna get at it. You guys have been great, man. I love this crowd. I wish I could do shows like this all the time. You guys are great. Thanks again. My name is Steve McLaughlin.
That was Steve McLaughlin. Steve McLaughlin. Very funny guy. That's comedy. So we're pretty into this, aren't we? Let's watch these little guys. It's like racing turtles, isn't it? All right, this next guy, it says right here, this next guy, in case I forgot, plays in comedy clubs all over the Southwest. If you've seen The Letterman Show, The Tonight Show, or Arsenio, this guy has also seen these shows. He's from Amarillo, Texas. Let's have a big hand for Pat Freeman. Pat Freeman.
All right, how we doing tonight? Yeah, make my nipples hard. I'm ready. Woo. Woo. I was watching Alvin and Chipmunks the other night. What do you guys think about them? I think those guys are homos. You know, I picture Dave and Alvin alone together.
Oh, Dave. Oh, Dave, that feels so good. Thanks, Dave. That felt good.
You guys are some sick puppies. You really are. I don't know. Ladies, what would you do if a guy came up to you in a club, stud, good looking, walks up to you and says,
Say, baby, wanna go to my place?
I don't know. I love this film I'm being on that stage. Kind of reminds me when I was a little kid. I loved jumping on my parents' bed. That was fun. Now, the first time I did this, yeah, we got one right here. First time I did this, I got to the back of the bedroom, took a running start, jumped on the bed, did a flip in the air. My mom woke up. She scared the hell out of me. Bounced off her butt and did Mary Lou Retton right at my dad's groin. Yeah. I learned something from that, though. Never jump on the bed when your parents are making love, because that just screws things up. I don't know. Wow. Anybody have pets in here? Yeah, we all got pets. Yeah. I've got a pet. It's a cockatoo. My brother gave it to me. I don't know. My brother screwed him up, juiced him up with some steroids. Nice walking around the house going, Polly want a poodle, Polly want a poodle. God. I don't know. What other show was I watching? I was watching Current Affair the other night. And they were interviewing these people that had, like, seen UFOs. And I noticed most of them were from, like, Oklahoma. Iowa. I don't know. But, you know, being from Texas, I figured if there really are aliens, they're smart enough not to fly over Texas. All right, because we got a lot of rednecks. And these guys love to skeet you. You know? Wait a minute, Bubba. Don't shoot it. Might be Elvis. Been a crazy night. I guess I can tell you this. I went to the sperm bank and donated the other night. Thank you. You know, I noticed it was very much like a blood bank or a triathlon. They gave me a t-shirt. They did. On the front of it, it says, I came for a cause. And then it's got a little sperm guy doing this on the front. Then on the back, it says, over 300 million given. I was proud of myself. You know, I started thinking, I can give more than McDonald's serves in 1 year. Proud of myself. All right, I gotta do one thing, get off here. On my way up here, pulled up to a stoplight, and this lady's picking her nose. I mean, she's going for the gusto. She was up there, so I started narrating it. Like it was a story or a TV epic. Jacques Cousteau meets Boogie Shark. This is kind of how it went.
I'll tell you when I go back this time. How's this? Should I get the level out?
We notice her in action. First of all, the Boogie Shark likes to circle its prey a few times. After circling its prey, it bumps it to see if there are any tasty morsels inside. Once it has found one, it goes in for the kill, rendering its prey helpless. After sharks kill that prey, they usually play with that prey, rolling it around between their fins. After playing with its prey, it usually eats it. But the shark noticed it was being watched by me and hid its prey into the great dashboard reef of the ocean. Thanks a lot. My name's Pat Freeman.
That was Pat Freeman. Pat Freeman. The boogie in the nose thing. You want to remember your contestants. All right, we have one more guy. And then I'm going to do a little comedy for you too, so you'll get plenty of comedy. Contestant number 3 is originally from Boston. That's right. Which also, Search is available in Boston for those of you that are from there. He's now a junior. Is there anything you guys don't cheer for? From a university. I'm not saying which one. No, he's from the University of Michigan, where he... Oh, we don't like that. Boo. Boo, Michigan. Because we don't like the shape of it. And he hosts a student-run weekly comedy show there called Laugh Track. He plays at all the comedy clubs in Detroit area. He's open for Wayne Cotter, Kathy Ladman, and Bobcat Goldthwait. We heard of him. So please welcome Thomas Frank. Thomas Frank.
How about one more time for Jerry Seinfeld? Thank you so much. It's really an honor to be here. I'm very pleased. I just got back from visiting my family. I'll tell you, this was a lot of fun, but you know, I never liked living at home with my family. It always seemed like it was their job to embarrass me. You know, I remember years ago, I was on the phone with this girl. Okay, I'm trying to ask her out, I'm trying to be cool, and my family decides that this is a great time to have a big argument. Okay, I'm on the phone with this girl saying, hey, how's it going? And my family's in the background of the conversation, and they're saying things like, we have no money. We have no money for food. Tom, get off the phone. Go pick your dad up at rehab. And get some roach spray while you're at it. And remember to flush next time. I'll tell you one thing I remember about living at home, real traumatizing experience for me, was the first time my parents made me stay home alone without a babysitter. I remember I was about 9 years old. Okay, I'm home alone, I'm a little afraid. And I'm watching Invasion of the Body Snatchers on TV. Then this commercial comes on for this movie called Magic, about this murdering ventriloquist dummy. I remember it was the scariest thing ever. Okay, I turn off the TV set and I realize that I have no chance of survival. There are monsters in my house and they're gonna get me. So the first thing I start to do, I start talking to imaginary people out loud to try and fake the monsters out into thinking that I'm not home alone. I'm going, yeah, Bill, yeah, thanks for coming over and bringing that shotgun with you. Nah, my dad's gonna be home any minute with the police. Next thing I do, I try and go to bed. Okay, I check every nook and cranny in my room for monsters. And then I close the closet door completely. Okay, now this means that you're safe for some reason. You know, I guess monsters can't operate that complex doorknob apparatus. Here. So I go to the light switch now, and I'm very careful here, because once you turn out the lights, you are susceptible to monster attacks. So I turn out the lights and run, and then jump, making a flying horizontal approach to my mattress, thus avoiding the monsters reaching from underneath my bed. And then I take the magic monster deflecting blankets, pull them up over my head. After about 2 minutes, I have to form a little air hole with the covers. I'm like gonna bring a snorkel with me here because it's still risky. I mean, you can still suck in evil from outside and French kiss a goblin or something like this. I'll tell you, you know, I'm trying to act more mature these days. I'm trying to figure out women. I'll tell you, I'm starting to notice lots of little subtle differences between men and women, even in language. I mean, they basically can give you the same information, but one little word will make all the difference. It's like you can ask a girl a question like, oh yeah, what do you know about this girl, Julie? And she'll say, oh yeah, Julie, you know, she's a really nice girl, but she's kind of sleazy. You ask a guy the same question, he'll give you the exact same amount of information. He'll say, oh yeah, Julie, you know, she's a really nice girl, and has the added bonus. The other day, I met a girl. I took her out to dinner. I was very pleased about this. I spared no expense. I went to the restaurant earlier on that day, talked to the chef, find out how the food is prepared, how it's pronounced. Okay, so I'm looking really cool as I'm ordering. I'm going, yes, the lady will have the Grand Islam breakfast. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I take her out for a dessert afterwards. We go to one of these fancy new frozen yogurt places. Have you seen these? They're ridiculous. I mean, just ordering, trying to figure the menu out. You're going, yeah, okay, I'll have a scoop of Jamaican Heath Bar Crunch with some M&Ms freshly picked by Juan Valdez mixed in, and a Czechoslovakian waffle cone. Okay, and it's like $6. And you ever notice they'll do this? They'll give everything there a wimpy name. Okay, just to make you say it. Okay, I go into the store and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll have one of those things over there. And the guy's like, oh yeah? Well, which one do you mean? And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll have a scoop of pansy berry. With some sissy bits mixed in. And a Twinkle Toes cone. Are you happy now? I look like a complete fool. The girl never wanted to speak to me again. And it bothered me a lot because I really liked her a lot. But, you know, I try not to let it get to me too much because, guys, a little bit of advice here. You know, you can't let one girl ruin your life. You know, you gotta let a whole bunch of them do you in. That's my... Not that I mean to go too hard on women, because guys can be jerks, too. It's like a little while ago. I was on the beach, okay, and there was this guy lying down next to me. He felt the necessity to verbalize his numerical rating to every girl on the beach. And then he like leans over to me and he goes, hey man, look at her, she's an 8. Look at the big knockers on her, you know? And I was offended, so I'm like, Dad, just shut up, okay? You know, a while ago I told that last joke and in a club and my parents were in the audience, and they were very offended. I didn't realize they were just watching the show. And my dad came up to me after the show, and he's like, son, I never want you to tell that joke again. It's very offensive to your mother, and that bothers me a lot, because, you know, your mother is a very nice woman. And, thank you very much. Enjoy Jerry Seinfeld.
Okay, let's have a big hand for all these guys. I thought they were pretty good. Very good. Well, tell you what, the judges have conferred. Okay, a little drum roll or something. And the winner of the U.S. College Comedy Competition from the University of Michigan, Tom Frank. Come on up, Tom. Big hand for Tom. Let's bring up Steve and Pat also. Great job, everybody. Big hand for all these guys. Great job. Congratulations. All right, big hand. Now, there you go. Thank you. There you go. Comedy's a tough thing, so I want to bring up a guy now who started, if I'm not mistaken, in college. Little Long Island school. Guy's pretty funny, kind of a class clown himself. Big hand, Jerry.
I flew in today, got on the plane, went into the airport bathroom first. Now, what is the problem with the airport bathroom sink faucet situation? Why can't we get actual faucets? They never have the twisted on, twisted off, human-style faucet. It's always the one-handed, spring-loaded, pain-in-the-ass Alcatraz type faucet. front whose job it is to just be the last one to touch the bag before it goes in. However, I don't see him. Isn't quite. Surgeons are standing there. What is that, a hair dryer with a scope on it? Yeah, that looks okay. Keep it moving. Some sort of a bowling ball candle? Yeah, I got no. What else? Well, everybody tries to keep their things safe. You know, everyone has their own little in time to penetrate this fortress of security.
Could you turn that off so I could perform with these people? The lights, I'm not right there, comfortable. We're supposed to be a show, you're the audience, you should be able to run.